expect Minneapolis to be busy this weekend, with thousands heading downtown tomorrow for the Vikings, but a day earlier, and there is a different kind of roll.
I honestly called my father right away and told him I want to go check out a race.
These ones powered by a V10 engine.
It is really loud. I see it on TV all the time, but I didn't think that it was going to be like that. Like ear-splitting loud.
More than 50,000 came to South 4th Street in Minneapolis for the Red Bull Show Run, a showcase of some of the company's bikes and race cars.
Like when he was standing up.
The surfing one, that's cool.
Yeah,
that was cool.
Of course, many here are fans of Formula One, whose cars are a little loud and really, really fast.
And fans tell me today that it's events like this that could continue to grow the love of motorsports in the United States.
Some here even wondering if we could see another race added.
Yeah, it'd be really cool to see her.
And with F1 now racing 3 times in the United States, is there a chance we could see one happen in Minnesota?
America understands show.
We asked someone with a little insight on Formula One, former F1 driver David Coulthard.
In Europe, we race pretty close to each other in terms of distance between the racetracks. So all of this goes to show that you put on the event, there's enthusiasm for people to turn up and give up their weekend.
A growing love of the sport from those who've been fans for years and those just getting started.
America is well served in amazing sports. There is room for Formula One. We're growing in this country and we really appreciate it.
In Minneapolis, Ian Russell, KARE 11 News. There's history you can hear and history that you can feel.
It's got a lot of history. It's an establishment in Minneapolis, so it's great.
At Bryant Lake Bowl, history is as worn in as the soles on the shoes.
Anytime people know it's something just by the letters of its name, I think means it has become iconic. Yeah.
Iconic, an understatement when you know who's also bowled these lanes.
Patton Oswalt, Dessa, Brian Posehn.
Regulars and celebrities alike. And now,
it feels good that out of all the iconic Twin City architecture and spots that they chose our bowling alley.
Jordan Shively with Bryant Lake Bowl says they can add another name to that list.
Our owner, Erica, is a very large fan of the Black Keys.
And that feeling is mutual.
They've been here a couple times.
The Black Keys, big fans of Bryant Lake Bowl. Such big fans that their new album, Ohio Players, prominently features this place.
There aren't very many bowling alleys that have that exact background.
The front album art might look familiar.
That back with the lathe in the back and then the diamonds is very specific to here.
And on the back of the album, a couple changes, but clearly the wall of shoes and all of those trophies.
One of their photographers took a picture and then they got in contact with us with permission to use it.
Iconic.
Especially for a big band like the Black Keys.
Especially for the fans of the band.
It's nice to get the local recognition, especially in Minneapolis.
Another piece of history for an iconic establishment. And Shively says, celebrity or not, everyone here is a part of that.
Everyone who comes and gives us the responsibility of your time and your money, and you're choosing to come here, we're going to treat you like you are the most important person in the world to us, because you are.
Welcome!
Uptown Porch Fest, first annual, over 30 different bands.
It's my first Porch Fest. Some beautiful people.
The drummer, I'm not sure he's got pants on, but we'll check later.
It's awesome. I mean, we didn't actually know this show was happening literally right across the street. We just kind of like moseyed up to our house and it was happening and it was awesome.
Love at first sight.
Must have been a great turnout, even with the heat. You just look and bringing the community together. It's really great.
Hi, I'm the Denim Boy Mama. That's Alexander Michael Smith, lead on the Denim Boy.
This is a good time. It's a good thing for the city. I watch people walk out of their front doors and they were engaged, you know, they didn't see it coming. They're like, what is this? And they had fun with it. just good for the neighborhood.
Thank you for being here, Minneapolis.
And they said, no, he was dead. And after that, I went numb.
Terry Brisk was out hunting alone when he was shot and killed.
On behalf of the theater, Nancy, we would all like to thank you for all you do here at Chanhassen Dinner Theater.
A surprise in a surprise.
You should have them, and I know somebody who wants to give them to you, darling. You turn around right over there.
And a guest more special than anyone else. Sergeant Bryant isn't on the cast list, but he's the lead in Janalia's life. His first time seeing the show.
He has not seen her on this stage in this show, but he will tonight.
From 35 and 56, 84 and 11, 2 and 3. The Monticello Magic are unique with 7 sets of brothers on the varsity team.
Savannah's loved ones gathering Friday afternoon at her childhood church in South Minneapolis, exactly 1 year after she was murdered.
Years after battling on the gridiron here in Minnesota, Hall of Famer Randy Moss is fighting a new opponent.
The boy is a cancer survivor.
Cancer.
Been in the hospital for 6 days. I just got out today.
And I said to the group, I just want to be ourselves in business casual.
For Reeve, casual meant let's talk, in the form of a different statement t-shirt under her blazer each and every game.
The shirt about, telling women, you're not intimidating because you're strong and you speak your mind.
Dear strong woman, it said, you are not intimidating.
There remains some serious crime problems to address.
According to the Minneapolis Crime Dashboard, homicides have gone down over the past several years, from their peak of 98 3 years ago to 76 last year. But now, homicides are on the rise, now surpassing last year's total with several weeks left in the year.
Frankly, it's that much harder to address them when, we have continued to have fewer and fewer officers in the city.
We're welcoming Sharon Jankowski.
Well, hold on to those memories. That's the advice of Edison High School's 1949 class.
Good to see you. You son again, you.
It's their 75th high school reunion.
So they're like 90.
Yeah, that's crazy. And every time they meet,
It's Red Bull Heavy Metal, baby! These riders are getting crazy right now. They're going like, whoop! Down that rail, hitting the ground, go whoop-pow when they hit that ground.
Were you shocked to see the correlation of CTE and Parkinson's?
No, I don't think I was shocked to see the correlation of CTE and Parkinson's because it was so obvious in boxers.
Muhammad Ali was one of the first major athletes to announce that he had Parkinson's. His platform raised awareness, and there's hope that Favre's will too.
Tonight, on the eve of the election, the candidates crisscrossed the battleground states. But with multiple rallies by Vice President Harris and a stop from former President Trump, it's clear Pennsylvania could hold the key to victory. He joins us now with what that recount showed tonight. John?
Well, Democrat Brad Tabke now leads by one more vote. He leads by 15 votes after this recount. He picked up 7 new votes. His opponent, Republican Aaron Paul, picked up 6 new votes.
Well, the state releases a budget forecast twice a year, and today's forecast shows a surplus of about $600 million in the short term in the next 2-year budget cycle. But looming down the road, potentially 3 to 4 years from now, there's a projected $5 billion deficit that the state could be facing. So lawmakers are going to have a lot of work.
Look at all them. Let's go! Yeah! There we go. It's going to be a huge night, super fun night out here. This block party goes through the end of the game, so if you're looking for something to do, you got a few more hours to come out here. Remember, that game starts at 7:30, so plenty of time to still come out ahead of that game.
Hi there. The roads are reopened around here, but the building is off limits and surrounded by tape. The roof collapsed. You can't see that from here, but what you can see are all of these windows shattered. We saw a crew here cleaning up debris.
What's up, weekend? Feeling jazzy?
I always am.
Not one, but two blockbuster summer movies hitting the big screen. Oppenheimer and Barbie making an explosive debut, one that is the best that local theaters have seen since the pandemic.
And no matter who we spoke with, whether fans were happy with the team or really, really upset with them, the biggest thing that everyone said to us was they just need to spend more money next year.
This is the first time that Paradise Playground is open to the public, and mountain bikers are stoked about it.
Another part of the plan includes transforming
The large post office here on First Street near the Mississippi River into a place for public enjoyment, not just mail.
To make boating even more safe, you might remember last year, Governor Walz signed a new bill into law that now requires anybody born after 1987 not only take a water safety course, but a written test if they plan to drive a boat. In Minnetonka, Jennifer Hoff, KARE 11 News.
The Morrison County Sheriff's Office is getting help from the BCA on this case. They want to remind the public of a blue minivan that was seen in this area the day that Terry was killed. If you have any information, call the Sheriff's Office. Outside of Little Falls, Morgan Wolf, KARE 11 News.